What if I told you that every guy who's ever been ghosted, gaslit, or straight up wrecked by a woman was actually caught in her subconscious autopilot? Yeah, that hidden software running the show that even she doesn't know is there. Sigmund Freud, the OG shrink, spent years digging into the female mind, unearthing stuff so wild it got swept under the rug by today's PC crowd. But his secret notes and patient files spill a mind-blowing reality. Ladies are wired by forces they can't even wrap their heads around. By the end of this video series, you'll spot the smoke and mirrors women throw up without even trying. But hey, you got the guts to handle what Freud really uncovered? Or are you gonna bail like a bad Tinder date? Picture this, bro. You swipe right on a chick who's got it all. Smart, woke, confident AF. She lays it out. I want a dude who's loyal, real, and treats me like a queen. You buy in. Hook, line, and sinker. You show up with flowers, deep convos, the works. Then bam, out of nowhere, she's out. No heads up, just radio silence and a vague Insta story about self-growth. What the hell? Freud's got your back. She didn't bail. Her brain's basement did the dirty work. Freud's wildest take wasn't all that Oedipus jazz or kid trauma. No, it was nuking the myth of free will. He said like 90% of what we do is puppet mastered by the unconscious, buried cravings, mommy-daddy baggage, and caveman vibes. And for women, it's cranked to 11. In his 1925 essay on the psychical consequences of the anatomical distinction between the sexes, try saying that 3 times fast, Freud dropped that women's moral compass, the superego, is kind of wimpy compared to guys. Why? Guys deal in guilt, that inner I screwed up beatdown. Gals, it's all about shame, like what will the neighbors think? So her moves aren't about right or wrong, they're about dodging the social side-eye. Kind of like how your fantasy football team tanks, not because you're bad, but because you're playing for likes instead of wins. Freud's blockbuster case? Borrowed from his buddy Joseph Brower. Enter Anna O., a young lady with full-on hysteria, paralysis, freakouts, mood swings wilder than a Super Bowl halftime show. Brower hypnotized her, unearthed daddy issues from his sickbed days. But plot twist, they don't teach this in Psych 101. Once Anna snapped out of it, she flipped the script on Brower, accused him of knocking her up, almost tanking his rep. Freud clocked it later. Her illness wasn't a bug, it was a feature, a sneaky subconscious hack to boss the dudes in her orbit. Ladies don't fib on purpose, their brain rewires the plot to match their feels. It's like gaslighting yourself before you gaslight everyone else. Hilarious if it wasn't so brutal. Now, flip the mirror. Freud's mother complex bombshell. Your hookups with women? Total reruns of your mom vibes. Think back. Did mom hit you with the silent treatment when you messed up? Dangle hugs only if you towed the line? Make you feel like a jerk for wanting your own space? Bingo, you got schooled to mistake mind games for TLC. In the Dissolution of the Oedipus Complex, Freud said boys gotta smash that mom bond to level up to manhood. Spoiler, most dudes bail on that quest. Instead, they chase gals who either mom boss 'em or slap 'em down for trying to bolt. It's like being stuck in a bad reboot of your childhood. Same drama, different actress. But real talk. What if she's not even steering her own betrayal bus? What if the ice-cold dumps, random rage, and emotional nukes are from some glitchy code she can't debug? You're at that fancy burger joint, she's cracking up at your dad jokes, grazing your arm, giving you those come-hither eyes. You chill, you vibe. 3 days later, crickets. What flipped? Nah, 'cause it wasn't her call, it was autopilot. Freud sniffed it out, today's brain scans back it up. Women aren't the zen, enlightened queens TikTok sells. They're running on ancient OS, blood, hormones, and survive or die instincts. Today, we're ripping the cover off that code. Buckle up, it's gonna be a ride. You've heard the line, she's just more emotionally tuned in than you. Huh, What they call EQ is really just ninja-level radar for social drama. Women don't get feelings deeper, they deploy them like drones. Freud dubbed it hysterical cognition, the lady brain's superpower to remix history, twist facts, and memory wipe to suit the mood. Like editing your ex out of all your pictures, but in real time. Take Dora, Freud's 1905 patient, an 18-year-old with blues and a hacker cough. Therapy uncovered the mess. Dad's banging a married lady, Frau K, and pimps Dora to the hubby as cover. Dark, right? But Dora doesn't roast Dad or Frau. Instead, her subconscious redirects the fury laser at Freud. Quits cold turkey, calls him clueless. Years later, shows up just to dunk on this couch sessions. Moral? Lady hurt doesn't hit the bullseye. It bounces like a pinball. And guess who's the bumper? The nearest dude. It's comedy gold if you're not the punchline. Science nods to Freud. A woman's vibe shifts with her cycle. Ovulation, she's flirty, risky, hot for alpha energy, like suddenly swiping on every gym bro. Shark Week, cranky, nitpicky, triggered by a crooked sock. But shh, she's clueless it's happening. Grill her on why she dipped, and she'll spin yarns. We just didn't click. Truth? Her hormones hit veto. Back in ancient Sparta, think 300, but real. Husbands crashed elsewhere during that time. Why? Spartans knew. Period equals plot twist hostility. They didn't judge, they managed. Smart move, or they'd be dodging emotional spears. Freud's gut punch. No such thing as unconditional lady love. Even top moms low-key resent their boys because he'll bounce someday. That's the core female glitch, knowing nothing lasts. So girls learn early, hoard the goodies while keeping plausible deniability. The wife who falls out of love after a decade? No. She locked in kids, house, 401k. Now her code is hunting fresh thrills. The GF sparking dumb fights? Not nuts, just beta testing your spine. Flunk, and you're archived. In Civilization and Its Discontents, Freud roasted women sabotage society because their loyalty is to the nest, not the rules. Guys build empires, gals curate them. Ouch! But patterns don't lie. Spot the cycle? Phase 1. Honeymoon. You're her hero. She apes your hobbies, giggles at your memes, makes you feel like the lottery winner. Phase 2. Drama lab. Fights over nothing. Affection on ice. Checking if you'll fold. Phase 3. Trash bin. Ice Age hits. You're too nice. Not chaos. It's hardwired. Caveman era? She bred with the beast, milked the builder, axed the losers. That's the primal playbook she can't delete, even if she's got a PhD in women's studies. It sneaks up. She's not like other girls. Reads Nietzsche, rolls eyes at basic bitches, swears she craves real talk and ride or die. You drop defenses. Then poof, her eyes go dead fish. Warmth? Vanished. Lines from a rom-com breakup reel. It's not you, it's me. But it is you because you forgot Freud's rule. Never assume she's captaining her own ship. Society peddles BS. Therapy, equality, self-help books tamed the beast. Freud would chuckle from his grave. In Beyond the Pleasure Principle, he called it, "We're slaves to lizard brain, not TED Talks." She preaches kind, equal partner, but her gut flips for the opposite. Freud's case? A sharp feminist prof who hated patriarchy, weds a softy husband who bans her writing. Therapy confession? I hate needing his leash, but it calms the storm. Conscious? Equality. Unconscious? Order me around. Boom. Internal war. Dudes in the crossfire. Freud's taboo bomb. Dual female drives. The good girl facade. Sweet, loyal, PTA mom. Then the shadow side. Raw, no-rules wildcat that slips out. Why's the buttoned-up accountant DMing spicy fanfic? The activist craving rough play? The faithful GF daydreaming stranger danger? Victorian times clamped down on sex? Result? Underground scene exploded. Repress it, and it erupts like a bad burrito. You've met her. Obsessed with that one X, the jerk, the cheater, the human red flag. Nice guys? Nah. Freud's trauma bond, not love, addiction to the highs and lows. Dopamine spikes from drama, not dull stability. A lawyer dates a con man. He wrecks her world, leaves her ugly crying. Enter you. Solid job, sweet guy. She tries, but no spark. Why? Peace bores her brain chemicals. Freud nailed it without the lingo. Dark triad dudes, narcissists, ego gods, Machiavellians, plot masters, and psychopaths' ice hearts pull like magnets. Prehistory perk? They survived, so genes favored fans. Studies? Women dig 'em for flings even if they swear otherwise. Physiologically, heart races. But twist, what if she resents